Good evening. I'm Dan Fitzpatrick, stockmarketmentor.com, and I just want to come back to Aprea Therapeutics. This is probably the last time you're going to see me cover this stock because I think it's kind of done, at least for a little bit. Look, it's a biotech stock. They had some pretty good news in one of their trials, and so you can see what happened with the stock. But the thing about these types of trades is they'll go up fast, and then at some point, all the buyers just walk away. And, well, here. This is what you see. Something like that. And so Aprea here, fairly illiquid stock, but they had a really big day on Thursday. Almost 650,000 shares traded, and that would be a big day for this. And so when you look at a stock like this, one of the things that, for me, what I'm looking at is the closing location value. Where does the stock close in relation to its intraday range? So back here, there's the low, there's the high. The stock closed very close to the intraday high. Here, there's the high, there's the low. Stock closed very close to the intraday high. And then finally on Thursday, there's the high, there's the low down here. The stock closed about halfway in between, probably even in the lower half. And then finally today, the stock closed at the low, literally at the low. And so what I'm looking at here is I'm looking at a stock that, even though the intraday low here is higher than it was in the prior day, the fact that this had such a horrible trading day here, just drifted lower and lower and lower. This is a stock that I think is done going down or done going up. You know, you have to look at the amount that a stock has moved, about 70% in 3 trading days. How much do you want, man? And so when you're in I closed out mine yesterday, and I did not close it out at the top, but I saw that this had gone up so much, and I was kind of looking for an excuse to exit, and so I did. And then I went in our forum today, and I basically told people, if you're still holding Aprea, you really need to get some help because you're holding it for reasons other than just to make money. And so the reason I'm telling you this is because I don't want you to get caught in this type of a move. Down only 6.3% today, which isn't a big decline, not after the kind of move that it's had. But if you bought it yesterday on the way up, it is a big move in the wrong direction. And so we want to try to get you into these stocks earlier, into these squeezes where you're buying them right when they come out of the squeeze. You want to hang on because if they've squeezed really tight, you're going to get a nice pop to the upside. But at some point, the buyers are going to have bought. It's like, well, thank you. I have all the stock that I wanted. Now I'm just cheerleading for the stock. And cheerleaders never score. They never, at least not during the game. Afterwards, that's another story. But this is a family show. So what I'm saying is, once you're a cheerleader, you don't have any impact on the stock whatsoever. You're just hoping that somebody else will come push the stock up. So all you want to do is get in at the right time and then not try to top ticket, but definitely watch the closing location value to see where a stock is trading. Has it peaked? And you really got your first sense of this yesterday when the stock traded up so much in the morning and then just kind of drifted down to close about half of that distance on the way down. So anyway, I hope this helps. Stay away from this thing. Even if it goes back up on Monday, think about Peloton. It's doing the same thing. Gave you a great move, but once the stock peaked like this, everybody that's buying this stock here, you're buying it on the hope strategy. You're thinking that the stock's ultimately going to move higher, but it's giving you no sense that it's actually going to do that. Same thing here. I get no sense at all from Aprea here that the stock's going to move up further. So anyway, remember that at some point it's time to take profits, and when it's time, don't be late.